guys, it's CTilde, and today me and a glass of wine want to go over how I approach shading boobs. More specifically cleavage, because we can't show entire boobs on Recolor, which is actually a good thing. I don't want to see nipples everywhere. That's just me though. But yeah, I actually already started it a little bit, so I started with my base coat here. My go-to, and we're just going to use the normal colors that Recolor provides, and I actually just kind of shaded in her neck, kind of followed the lines of her kind of makeshift collarbone here, and just brought lines on the outside of her. So let me go to my crowns here. So it's mostly using this tone down here, the second darkest and the darkest, to do that. But yeah, let's approach how I would do boobs. And when it comes to, human body parts, we're an entire person, so just drawing two boobs is going to look ridiculous on a flat surface. So we need to bring it all together. So I need to show her arms as they connect to her boobs. I need to show her collarbone and its, relationship to her boobs, and the décolletage, as they call it. Basically, this area right here is your décolletage. So fancy. But yeah, so this is actually how I would begin. I would have started doing her neck first and then brought out her collarbone. And as you know, my style is of course, a black background because I'm lazy. But it is a smooth transition, so that is what I like to do myself. Other people have other great ways of shading, and that might be more in tune with your style. But this is just my style of doing it. So for boobs, I'm going to start with our second to darkest orangey shade here. And I do just kind of want to follow what's given to me at first. So I'm just going to bring it right here down, bring it right here. And again, with the way I color, it's not only adding more shades of skin tone into her, but these darker colors also create depth and shadow as well. So what we want to keep in mind, and I'll use my light here, is that there's a collarbone, maybe not so severe, and then obviously a shoulder, and then a cleavage and a cleavage. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Undo. So to start is keep my mid-tone here, and my first thought is to bring out that collarbone. And it's easy for me to do that in a way. I kind of zoom out, and I'm going to dot, just underneath. And I'm going to force a low light out, basically, is what I'm using. Or a highlight out using low lights. So, just dotting here. Dot. To give me a depth, show where her collarbone's going to poke out, and eventually where her cleavage here is going to poke out. But not bring it so far out that it cuts off her little shoulders here, because we need those to catch some light, because she's scrawny, like me, so. And then, once I've done that, I'm going to actually just go ahead and sloppily lay in where her cleavage is, so. Just in the middle, maybe, something like right here. Not like that. So, literally zoom in, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and we have the starts of something. Because again, I like that smooth transition. So, dotting is going to get me there. So, obviously, with boobs, the light is going to hit, right here. So, I need to the left and to the right of it to be darker to give that 3D effect. So I'm going to come in to where her armpit / the side of her boob is, and dot, zoom out a little, dot. And I mean, voila, like right now I have the solid start to cleavage without having to draw these solid lines, like this. And again, there's plenty of people that do that magnificently, and it looks so awesome. But this is my preferred style, so that's all I'm showing here. And then, you know me, again, I will just go through and start fine-tuning a little bit. Oops, let's not use that black. And kind of dot in until I feel okay about it. Just, you know, dotting here to our left side and to our right side. Not totally worried about our arms right now, but, you know, my go-to is sloppy and fine-tune it later. But I mean, you know, this is the starts of something here. And then we'll go in with our darker shade, and then after that, we're probably going to make an even darker shade. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. That's it. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. You see how that's like coming together? You didn't have to draw this solid line, you know, like it's like how did you do that? It's just dotting. It's zooming in, dot dot dot, zoom out a little bit, dot dot dot, zoom out even more, dot dot dot, and Recolor is set up. It's going to make that nice smooth transition. This line I kind of want to follow it a little bit, and then zoom out, dot 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 dot, down, dot 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 dot, and it just takes practice, you know, to figure out what's going to work best. And it, you know, I don't know anatomy that well. I just eyeball it until I feel like it looks right. So I'm sure, you know, other artists, they do take intensive anatomy classes. Good on them, but I just kind of do it until it looks right. And sometimes when I'm done, I'm like, wow, that didn't look right at all. And that's okay. You worked so hard on it, publish it anyway. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is what I do for Cleavage. This is it. You know, it's nothing so complicated. And it just comes down to fine tuning and to figuring out where you want everything to be. So I'm gonna dot dot. Sometimes I bring it down because I am going to go through with that lighter shade and kind of make everybody work. Just dot around, fine tuning. And then I'm going to pick up my midtone and find out kind of where the center-ish is of our boob and dot, dot. It's just kind of smoothing everybody out. Just trying to get a feel for it. You know, how high that cleavage needs to go. Does this necessarily match the boob shape of the towel I've created for her? Probably not. Are her boobs technically ginormous? Maybe. But that's okay. That's okay. We like that. It's fun. And yeah, just dot around, and then I start dotting into where I've created in the middle here and kind of fine tune it a little. Just dotting, dotting. And then I'm going to take our lighter shade and zoom in till I feel it's okay. Zoom in. Zoom out all the way. I do that quickly by hitting finalize to get a good feel for it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're kind of, this is it. I wish it was a little bit longer, more complicated process, but I think it just takes patience and practice to just figure out where to dot. And sometimes your boobs are going to be ginormous like I made mine right now, and technically it doesn't make sense, but it's pretty to look at. So, and then I like to highlight that lighter shade I made and maybe drag it into where I have her collarbone. Zoom out to double check that looks okay. Can't really do much with her arms, so I feel like, you know, when you disembody someone by just making a boob or just making an arm or something, it doesn't look right. But when we start to add everything around it, it's gonna start to look okay. So that's what I'm tempted to do at this point, is bring a little bit more color into her. So now I want to make just maybe a touch darker shade. So I'm going to highlight my black, or just choose it right here. Go to a dark spot and hit dot, dot, and highlight that. Undo. Now I have my dark shade here made. I'm going to zoom in and dot, dot, dot. Maybe zoom out a little, dot. See what that did? I think that helped a little. Not too much, but it did something. I'm okay with that. I'll bring it to where I think, you know, more shadow / depth would be in her body right here. I think it's pretty simple, especially with these like Recolor illustrations here. It's not the most anatomical thing ever, so it's okay, and it's fun. But yeah, this is boobage 101, you know? It's darker shade, maybe okay with that. Maybe too much, maybe not enough. I just play around with it until I feel like, you know what, that's okay, that works. And, you know, I'm a couple of glasses wine deep. Are they even? I mean, they're even enough, right? But yeah, to me, this is boobage 101. I think it's pretty cut and dry. You know, if this is a style that you like, or this is a style that you would like to try and attempt, go for it. You know, see what you can do. I think boobs are fun to make. I find that some pictures are a lot easier to do them than others, but yeah. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.